Ladies and gentlemen, the Bangles.
To a very special Halloween version of the Bangles Sunday Funday Hour, leading you in with a little Warren Zevon and Werewolves of London. Thanks for joining me. My name is Jamie, and during the next hour, I will be taking you through the Bangles and follow the music that came from those original four members. Now, in 2014, the Bangles put out their first digital music release, called Ladies and Gentlemen, the Bangles, a 16-track collection of remastered 80s-era rarities, demos, live recordings, and more. As Vicki Peterson said, that when the demand became so high for a physical copy of this material, they turned to Omnivore Records to put out a physical release on CD and vinyl. In 2016, that album was released, followed by a weekend of 3 shows at the Whiskey A Go-Go that included original bass player Annette Zelinskas. Here is Vicki Peterson talking about going through the process of finding this old material and how hard it was to gather everything.
Just issued, ladies and gentlemen, The Bangles on Omnivore Records, featuring the band's earliest recordings back in print for the first time in years. About it, we welcome in founding member, guitarist Vicki Peterson. Vicki, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
Good. Now, this collection here, we're talking stuff that hasn't seen the light of day since it was released. I mean, some of this stuff is actually making its debut on CD. Is that right?
That is correct. Actually, some of the stuff was never released.
Oh, wow.
There are some uber rarities there that are just demos, and a couple of live tracks that never actually got out, and just a couple of oddities like some ads for a punk rock magazine we did, and a radio station in Texas, and so just a collection of some of our fave rarities and oddities.
Nice. Now do you have like a keeper of the tapes, like a Bangles archivist kind of thing, or did you have to kind of track these down from multiple sources?
Man, we had to track them down. I wish we had an archivist. Susanna's pretty good at keeping the photos in one place, but as far as the audio, they were all over the place. To name a record, and we had to go find where the master tapes were for the EP originally. It was a bit of a scavenger hunt, actually.
Wow. All right. Well, so I'm kind of surprised. I have to say that when you had the big bunch of fame in the middle of the 80s, I'm surprised there was not talk. I mean, you think how it is. You've got extra material here. Let's release it. I'm kind of surprised that there wasn't talk about reissuing this stuff then.
Well, as far as the EP goes, I wanted to put this out in a digital world, and it hasn't really been available in a physical sense since it was first released on vinyl and cassette tape.
There you go. All right.
So I've been wanting to do this for a long time, and there were various reasons why we kept pushing it just down the line, and finally kind of got a little bit of a political will to go and find the tapes and make it happen, and so so that was exciting. And as far as we never put out a official live album. There were a lot of bootlegs floating around, but it's funny. We were touring a lot, and it was back in the dark ages. It was a little more difficult, a little more cumbersome to record live shows I mean, people did it obviously, but it was just never a priority. And as far as the odd stuff, that to me, it's like I think I needed the advantage of time and perspective to even want to
Right.
listen to some of this stuff again.
Right.
Your head spinning round, your thoughts bring you down, but you know that you can call on me.
I mean, when you're finally sort of auditioning things to put on this, was there something that you were like, I don't even remember recording that at all?
No, I remember everything. I remember.
Okay. Do you? Okay. All right.
I don't remember details of exactly where we were. I have like snippets of things, but I can't remember exactly the studio.
Okay.
Some of the demos were done with like a college recording class, and we were just the lab animals.
Wow. Okay.
Somebody in there to make noise so they could record, that kind of thing. But I couldn't tell you exactly where.
Right.
We went.
Okay. All right. So I mean, I noticed that this originally came out just like as a digital download on your website, right? Is that how you originally? Right. So then you went with Omnivore. Why did you go with them? I mean, they're doing some great work with a lot of archival stuff. How did you get hooked up with them?
They are, and they've worked with several of our friends, the 3 O'Clock, the Dream Syndicate. I've actually been talking to them for quite a while, and we were going to go with them a while ago and sort of decided to go the digital-only route. Got a lot of requests for physical versions of this stuff. So I kind of went back to them and said, "Hey, hey, remember me? Let's talk again." And so they're great people. They do a really good job with this, these kinds of projects. And they had put out last year a compilation of the band I was in New Orleans, the Continental Drifters. And
right.
Just did a really great. We had such a great time doing that whole entire project. It was really fun. And so I sort of was re-inspired to look at this again.
Nice. Now, you've also got some covers that I find really cool. You've got like a Outside Chance. It's kind of an obscure song from the Turtles. That's awesome. And then Stepping Out from Paul Revere and the Raiders. Those are great. So were you sprinkling in? Is this like kind of a good representation of maybe what a Bangles live set would have been back in the day?
Absolutely, and actually that predates the Bangs because I was obsessed with that kind of pop, and Debbie and I played Outside Chance in our high school band and Steppin' Out too, and so that was one of the first songs we all played with when we met Susanna. It's like, here, and she's a huge Paul Revere and the Raiders fan as well. And but yes, absolutely, we always did covers. We always would find, a slightly obscure but interesting cover to put in with our original stuff as well. And so that gives you a sense of where we were at. And I had the chance to meet Paul Revere last summer. And I had to sort of abashedly tell him, we recorded Steppin' Out, and I do a really poor version of you, but...
No.
Yeah. Embarrassing. I really had to take a few deep breaths before saying, let's include this one.
Right.
It's a little embarrassing. But he couldn't have been more gracious and said he wants to hear it, so I'm
nice.
Now, Outside Chance was a song that was played at almost every early Bangles concert. It featured beautiful vocals from Vicki Peterson, awesome harmonica play from Annette Zelenskis, and the very famous Bangles harmonies. It's a special Halloween Bangles double feature with Outside Chance and Steppin' Out, right here on the Bangles Sunday Funday Hour.
twinkle my bones will flow. There's no reason to have heart. Your ghost sits on my heart and kicks and tears me apart. Now you're gone, crying about you. Now you're gone, crying over you, over you. I hope the telephone will ring. Call me and say it again. I know you won't even call. You won't talk to me at all. I'll drink till my bones will flow. There's no reason to have heart. Your ghost sits on my heart and kicks and tears me apart. Now you're gone, crying about you. Now you're gone, crying over you, over you. I know what love's all about. I'd rather go back and pretend. I'll stand as tall as the stars. Got trampled in the end. In the end. In the end. In the end. Now you're gone, I'm crying about you. Now you're gone, crying over you, over you.
And that was Matthew Sweet and Susanna Hoffs doing their thing with The Killing Moon, followed by Blood on the Saddle with Ghost in My Heart. Now in 1994, the movie The Crow came out. Medicine contributed with a song called Time Baby 3. Here is Brad Lehner from Medicine talking about being part of the movie and the soundtrack.
They want me to ask you about being in The Crow.
Oh, yeah.
Which I had no idea about.
Yeah. That's my mainstream claim to fame. I'll show you. Here's my, where? I'll get it in the frame. There's my, right here is my, my Platinum Award for the Crow soundtrack. Can you see it?
So what did you do? You produced the soundtrack?
Yeah, no. There's Medicine is in the movie.
Oh, of course.
And we're on the soundtrack, which sold 3 million copies. So there you go. No, it was huge for us, obviously. Yeah. I mean, they wanted Curve and they couldn't get them, so they got us. That's the truth. I found that out by watching the director's cut or the director's commentary. I got to find out that we were their second choice. But yeah, it was cool. I mean, we went and filmed, and it was. I met Brandon Lee, and then 2 weeks later, he got killed on the set, and that was awful. I would say that I would rather Brandon Lee still be alive than have had that movie be a massive mainstream success. And, yeah, I gave that Platinum Award to my dad, who said I would never make money from music. I got it. His passed away, but I got it back. So, that's the significance of that. It was a C, Dad.
Sometimes it rains inside my head when the drum away. No, they don't have to take you away. Sometimes it's bright inside my head, just at the back of my eyes. The hands of breathing walls are leading to love. That's a tiny lie. No, they don't have to take you away. No, they don't have to take you away. No, they don't have to take you away. No, they don't have to take you Another sleepless night. She can't take much more broken promises scattered on the floor, coffee and silence. She looks the other way. He leaves without a word. It's just another day. It doesn't have to be like this. Lonely days and nights. It doesn't have to be like this. Always that voice in the back of your mind. The devil let you know it's better than the devil that you don't know. The devil let you know it's better than the devil that you don't know. Another cigarette. She gave up trying to quit. Another wasted day. There's no escape from it. It hurts her head to think. She pours another drink. It doesn't have to be like this. This ain't no kind of life. It doesn't have to
myself to death for you, just to show I adore you. Nothing I wouldn't do for you. And my love is a river running so deep, way down inside me. It's a so deep, but it's too big to hide, and I can't be denied. My love is a river running so deep. All I ever want to be depends on your love for me. Baby, believe me, if you should leave me, I would be nothing but an empty shell. I know darn well, I can tell now. Honey, I don't know much, but I know I love you so much. My love depends on your touch, and my love is a river running so deep, way down inside me. It's a so deep, but it's too big to hide, and I can't be denied. Love is a river running so deep. Yes, my love is a river running so deep, way down inside me. It's a so deep. Yes, my love is a river running so deep, way down inside me. It's a so deep. Yes, my love is a river running so deep, way down inside me. It's a so deep. Yes, my love is a river running so deep, way down inside me. It's a so deep. Wow! So deep. So deep. So deep.
And continuing with our Halloween theme for the night, we have Debbie Peterson with her song, The Devil, from her band Kindred Spirit, followed by Vicki Peterson's band, the Continental Drifters, with Soul Deep. Next up, we have the Ringling Sisters, but before that, we have our friend Jenny, who was the metal priestess for the Bangles in the 80s, and also a bandmate of this LA legend and real witch, Pleasant Gaiman, who started the Ringling Sisters.
Hey, so Pleasant, I have a question for you. You know, you're obviously so sensitive to spirits and such. So way back in the day with all those places, you know, like the Mask, do you think the Mask was haunted?
I think the Mask was haunted, but more, I felt crazier shit at the Canterbury Arms, and then what was it, the Garden Court Apartments on
Oh, the Garden
Boulevard?
Court was so haunted. Oh my God.
Yes, it was insanely haunted. And I just wrote about for Rock and Roll Witch this story that happened to me at the Screamers house, which was the Wilton Hilton, and now it's like a bed and breakfast. But okay, so I'll just briefly describe their house. It was a 2-story Craftsman. Tomato told me, but I don't know how much of this is true. I think some of it is, that it used to be the LA love nest for William Randolph Hearst and Marion Davies. And then it was dormitory style, like starlet housing for Paramount, which it's, you know, just right down the street. And then he said the GTOs lived there. And when I was talking to Miss Kamala the other night, I forgot to check on the address with her, but I need to call to verify if that's true, if Tomato just thought so. That was in the 60s. And then a little bit later in the 60s, there was apparently like a devil worshiping cult there, like a real cult, not like a coven. And the downstairs neighbors, there was a circle burned into the floor in Gear's room, which was a perfect circle. And so that made sense with the devil worshippers. And the downstairs neighbor's dog used to dig up cat skulls constantly from the backyard. Anyhow, so one night I was there with Kid Congo and these 2 other guys that were very influential in the punk scene, but not in bands, Brad Dunning and Chuck Fulton. We were all watching Reflections in a Golden Eye on Movies Till Dawn. And it was like 2 in the morning or something. And Kid and Chuck decided to go and make Jiffy Pop in the kitchen. And then Brad and I were still in one of the rooms, like watching the movie. And all of a sudden there was this wispy smoke in the hallway, you know. So I was like, wow, maybe they're burning the Jiffy Pop. And then Brad saw the smoke get thicker, and he's like, we should see what they're doing. So we both got up and walked into the kitchen, and it was just barely beginning to pop. It hadn't even gotten to the point where smoke would be coming out of it. So we're like, what the? And then the hallway was filled with this black, billowing, oily smoke, and it was coming from Gear's room. The door was open, and so I went in there. There was like 3 dormer windows that faced Wilton, those kind of Craftsman sticky outy windows. They were all open. Okay, so the smoke was inside the room. I went over to I've got goosebumps all over my legs and my arms now. I walked over and I looked down on the street. There was nothing burning on the street. And so then Brad went in to check the closet and see if someone had left the candle on or something. There was nothing. This was all issuing from Gear's room out of nowhere. And then, so Brad got outside before I did because I was still with my head out the open windows. And he saw these 2 white cats that he thought were real until when they started going down the stairs, they just like dematerialized.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's that story in my new book, but with,
That's
you know.
actually where we shot me and the Screamers, and for the first episode, the first issue of Slash Magazine, that's where we shot it.
Yeah.
Nissan. Yeah.
Yeah. So my band, the Ringling Sisters that I had with Iris Berry, I used to put on these charity benefits every Christmas time. It was called the annual Ringling Sisters fundraiser, and it went from 1985 onwards for 13 years. And like at the first one, Screamin' Jay Hawkins played. I mean, we had Jim Carroll, we had Babes in Toyland. Sadly, one of them was the Gun Club's last show. I mean, it was always insane because we knew everybody and it was all for the kids. And that's actually where K-Rock stole their acoustic Christmas from, because that was our show, was like all acoustic. Anyhow, so one time backstage, we always would have like a photo thing set up backstage so that people could just, that were backstage could take pictures. And so the Ringling Sisters trademarks were, we always had tiaras. That was me and Iris Berry, because I was always the princess of Hollywood, even before I was called that, even before my Instagram handle. But so we had tiaras and we had a bunch of boas backstage so that anyone that took pictures with us could like dress like us, right? And so John Doe is there with like a red boa around his neck, around. And Gene Simmons from Kiss, who donated $1,000 to like the orphanage and brought all these toys.
He's everywhere.
Down and stuff. So then Rollins walks up, and there's John Doe and Gene Simmons with crowns on, tiaras like sparkling and shit. And they're like, come on. And Henry Rollins was like, no. And they're like, yeah, it's fun, come on. And he's like, no, I'm not doing that.
So it's too cool.
That's so
I feel like a stranger in our house. Pictures on the wall, the way we used to laugh, the things we used to say. We used to be in love, didn't we? Good times are over. You better believe it. I can't breathe new life into what once left me breathless. You can sleep a little easier. I'll be gone. I'll be gone in the morning. Wake up, wake up. Can't you hear my footsteps? I'll be gone in the morning. True taste of my will to never look back. I'll lock the door behind me, throw away the sleep a little easier. I'll be gone. I'll be gone in the morning. Wake up, wake up. Can't you hear my footsteps? I'll be gone in the morning. In a roundabout way, I'll try and say it. You could wipe the smile off of anyone's face. Now when the clock strikes 12, my vanishing act begins. Wake up, wake up. Can't you hear my footsteps? I'll be gone in the morning. Wake up, wake up. Can't you hear my footsteps? I'll be gone in the morning. Strategically dipped below one eye. Your scarf, it was apricot. You had one eye in the mirror as you watched yourself cover. And all the girls dreamed that they'd be your partner. They'd be your partner. And
you're so vain. You probably think this song is about you.
You're so vain.
I bet you think this song is about you. Don't you, don't you?
You had me several years ago when I was still quite naive. When you said that we made such a pretty pair and that you would never leave. But you gave away the things you loved, and one of them was me. I
heard from Sid and Sue with her haunting rendition of You're So Vain, the Carly Simon classic, followed by the release outtake from Medicine from the original Aruka by Annette Zelinskas. I hope you enjoyed our Halloween special, and be sure to have a very safe Halloween yourself this year by being smart and always following safety tips. We have a very exciting way to close out our Halloween special tonight. The Action Skulls with Vicky, John, and Bill have released their new album, From a Running Horse. That can be purchased on digital music platforms. Now we have a song for you off their brand new album that continues the theme for the night. It's Making California Magic, right here on the Bengal Sunday Funday Hour.
Ken was from the west side and a lot of money. Mike was pumping gas most every day. Meanwhile there was Brian married to his honey. Dean was looking for a place to stay. Someone in the room turned on the tape recorder. Who knew the future'd be tragic? Everyone was having fun, stunningly out in the sun, making California magic. Fathers did what fathers do and clouds were rising. Work and play and play and work all night. Harmony so karmically sweet, surprising. Color taking over black and white. Someone in the room turned on the tape recorder. Who knew the future'd be tragic? Everyone was having fun, stunningly out in the sun, making California magic. Bang that drum and surf that wave, singing to no misbehave, making magic all night long. It's only music, what could go wrong? It's only music, making magic with your Mr. Turn, you don't come back from Dead Man's Curve, no. Brian cried, get me off this ride. Lost the smile, lost the pork, and lost the nerve. Whoa. Wiped out hard from the